kid, had a wild and vivid imagination. One of my favorite times was spending time in my grandfather's home. See, he had this room filled with what he called treasure, Grandma called junk. But in this room, my favorite piece of furniture was this table. You see, on the table sat a vase, and in the vase sat something a little different. Not a flower, but a napkin. And as I grew older and realized that most people didn't keep napkins in vases, I asked my grandfather, how in the world do you keep a napkin in a vase? As you see, it tells a story. He said there was once a man who was very much in love with his wife. And every year on their anniversary, as a symbol of his love, he'd go down to a little corner store, he'd buy a single white rose, and he'd leave it on her pillow. A symbol of his love. Well, one year this man fell into hard times. He wasn't able to afford a real rose, so what he did is he took a napkin and began to roll it. He began to twist it. He made the first part of what would become the flower. A little more twisting, and the stem took shape. A little more manipulation of that paper, and the leaf formed. And with a few final twists, that man created for his wife a paper rose, a symbol of his love. Well, fate smiled on that man, and the next year, in fact, every year after that, he was able to afford as many real roses as he wanted. But he never bought another rose a day in his life. In fact, every year until the day that man died, he continued rolling paper rose after paper rose after paper rose. And I have to ask yourself, why in the world would anyone go to all of that trouble of rolling paper roses when you could simply buy a real one? Well, this is what my grandfather told me and what stuck out. See, he said anyone can buy you a rose. There's only a handful of people in this world that can make one for you. Well, with that in mind, I'd like to share with you a very special piece of magic, but I can't do it alone. I need someone to help me out. Someone brave, someone willing. If you have an unknowing person at your table who really wants to come and help on stage, if you want to see them on YouTube later, don't be shy, you can raise your hand. How about you? Would you help me? Yeah. You're going to be famous now. Folks, give her a round of applause, show some encouragement. Yes, thank you so much. Careful on the stairs or don't trip, you'll own a steakhouse. And as fun as that sounds, it's no fun with a sprained ankle. Alright. I'll have you just stand on the opposite side of me here at the table. And stand right over here. I'd like you to hold this with both hands. I'll hold my corners. Now focus on that rose, remember that story, and try not to be distracted by my awesome red vest. We'll see if we can't do a little bit of magic. Lift up your corners. Do you see anything underneath? Just me. You can go and let go of your corners. Go ahead and drop your corners. Let's see. I tell you what, you did such a fantastic job helping out. I have a very special and lucky rose for you. There you are. Thank you so much. Put that right back down. Safe and sound. Thank you so much for helping. Folks, give her another round of applause. She did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. My name is Ace Carter.